We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard lines. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw, Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Makes it 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they finally bring it down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run with Tyrone Tracy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Work it out of the gun is Dart. And he fires one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. At the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd
Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And again, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
To the air, Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw now, Dart. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Giants first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Dart from the gun on third down. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shakir hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Allen now looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off from his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Get up out of here, man. Fucking stupid ass plays.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from East Rutherford. And that's a decent return out to the 29-yard line. The offense will get play one of the game from right there. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage on the game's opening play.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain no first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth. They wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Throwing to start. Here's Dart. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
a gain of 1.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is brought in at the 10. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboot. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 8-yard line.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 7.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it.
Love's pass complete to
3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Dart. Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The kicking team off for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Giants 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's Tracy looking to run.
Yeah.
And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one. But they're going to need to convert on third down.
A gain of 9.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Abdul Carter there to bring him down.
3-yard gain on the play.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. To throw is Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he works past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing is Love.
At the 42-yard line.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Love. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
27 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And that one incomplete. That one targeted for Malik Neighbors. It'll be second down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Up second and 7.
Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Back to throw is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Coming back stronger. These kind of scars go deeper than skin. Don't make a sign if I stay any longer. Been through the dark and I won't go back again. No, I won't go back again.
Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from the desert. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing right away is Dart, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They give him an even 20 on the game's first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Giants. On the give, it's Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, here's Tracy. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Genty, the ball carrier. Tyler Newman on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 5. Once again, it's Genty. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. That's going to keep the drive moving. He's got the first down. Up past the 25.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession. These 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play call gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Yards on the pickup.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Man in motion here is Tucker. Here's Mendoza now on 2nd down. This one intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
At the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Tracy, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. And take him down behind the line on that one.
You call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Open man, that's Slayton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dart going to tap this one forward. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Giants. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Ooh. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, Mendoza. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the 1st down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Mendoza to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mendoza to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air again, Mendoza. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Inside the 10, it is caught.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Dart. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop. And that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like you put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. To the air once more is Dart. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Hit, and now he loses the football. And they do find a way to get that back. Wouldn't that have been something? Nearly had matching turnovers on the same play, but instead, they'll hang on to it following the interception and give the ball over to their offense. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Tucker. He's to midfield. Into space. And he will finally be tracked down, nearly a touchdown, but he'll set his team up with 1st and goal.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first and goal, and that was electric to watch.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Bowers. To add the PAT. His kick is good, and the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's a run going left. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. From the 23, here's second down and 2. A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Here is a big one. Third down and 2. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Not much. Second and long coming up.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Adam Butler in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
Third and long.
Here's Dart.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So